All right, good morning. I welcome everyone to this special occasion on this morning. I would like to take the time to welcome our First Lady, our Board of Trustees, the President's Cabinet, our Edward Waters football staff, and of course, our football student athletes. Thank you for joining us this morning for this special occasion. I would like to bring up our President and CEO, Dr. Zachary Faison, to open up today's press conference.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Connor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, you all can do better than that. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is a distinct pleasure to be here on this morning for this very, very important announcement. Many of you all know that Edward Waters University for the past few years really has been experiencing a lot of great transformation. This is truly an institution that is on the rise. Most notably, you all know we transitioned from college to university back in 2021 as a part of the vision that we as a community set for our institution. We also wanted to ascend in our athletics program. Many folks know that we've been unabashed about the fact that we believe that athletics is often the proverbial front door to our institution. And certainly all of our programs have been a part of that ascendancy. Last summer, around this same time, we transitioned from an NAIA institution to now members of the NCAA at the Division II level. And we're very proud of that distinction as the only HBCU in this state that holds NCAA Division II membership. And so again, it's been a time of real transformation. And of course, it's no secret that we are in football country in Florida, right? They say Florida fast is what you typically find in these kinds of spaces. And we've been blessed at Edward Waters to have a tremendous history with our football program. Our program goes back for decades. We had a hiatus for about 30 some odd years, and we brought football back to the institution back in 2001. And certainly under the leadership of folks that preceded me, we've seen our program grow. And over the past 7 years that I've been blessed to be president here, we've continued that growth in terms of our program. And we've had great leaders and great folks that helped to lay the foundation for where we are today as an institution. And so this past summer, we had a transition, and many of you all know that we had in place an individual who stepped right on up to the plate. He was voluntold that he had to step in, by me, that person is me, that he had to step in a period of transition to lead our program. And we had a conversation, and he stepped right on up. And some of I see our student athletes are here. They often see me. I come in the afternoons, in the evening sometime after a hard day of work. One of the things that kind of calms me is I come and just watch our teams practice. Sometimes I get out to women's basketball. Sometimes I get out to football. And I was able to really witness the assiduous way in which Coach Jenkins and this staff have transformed our program in a very, very short amount of time. I've often needed someone and desired someone that matched my passion. A lot of folks around the institution, on my cabinet, they say, man, he's a passionate guy, right? It may come off a little rough, but it's just because he's passionate about what he's doing. And I've been searching for someone that would share that same passion. He may get tough on you. He may gonna get into you, but it's because he loves you and he's passionate about seeing us successful. And so, you know, we embarked on this season. Didn't really know what we would find this season. We knew we had a seasoned leader at the helm, but did not know what the future would portend for us as a program this year. And when I can say that we have experienced unprecedented success, that's not hyperbole. We are off now to the best start in the history of this program. while certainly our season is nowhere near over, right? Nowhere near over. It is not lost on me that a 3-0 start, I think it's our first 3-0 start in over 50 years, to defeat a nationally ranked team in our inaugural Unity Classic. But more than that, again, it's what I have observed in terms of the level of leadership, the level of organization, and just the level of excellence in which I have seen this program over the past 6 to 8 weeks. And so when we came off the field on Saturday evening, I mentioned to our acting vice president, Ms. Connor, I said, Ms. Connor, I need to see Coach Jenkins on Monday. Because it was very apparent to me that we had the right person to lead this program on a permanent basis going forward. And so what I'm pleased to share is that after some negotiations and some discussions, I am pleased to announce that Coach Jenkins has accepted the permanent role as head football coach here at Edward Waters University. He is incredibly deserving of this opportunity. You all know his resume. You all know his resume. But the thing that resonated the most with me, he and I met on Monday for a few hours. And what really resonated to me is he said, I'm not the same man that I was 10 years ago. And that may sound a little odd because we know 10 or 15 years ago of his unprecedented success, right? Winning multiple MEAC championships at the Division I level, right? And all the success that he has. But what he said to me now is that I value it even more. See, I want for our young people to understand that in life, you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. And sometimes when you have those lows, you really find out who's with you. Mm-hmm. Everybody comes around when you're on the high. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants a piece of you when everything is going right. Mm-hmm. But inevitably, when things go wrong, you really find out who's with you. And so I know Coach Jenkins has a different perspective. He's bringing now a wealth of wisdom gained, not just in the successes, but in also the failures. And it takes both of those to really craft the kind and caliber of leader that you want that's leading young men. And so again, I am absolutely ecstatic, not for just what I know Coach Jenkins is going to bring on the field, but off the field in terms of the development of men. Of making sure that you're taught the lessons that you'll need in life. We were talking about the fact that he doesn't play about getting up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because when you graduate from here and you become a father or a husband, you're going to have to get your butt out of the bed and go to work and be on time because you got a responsibility to your families and to your communities. And so, again, that's just the kind of leadership that I know that he will bring. All of those things are incredibly important, but he also knows that he's in what's called the winning business, right? When you choose a vocation to become a football coach, particularly at this level, you got to do what? You got to win ball games. And he understands that, he accepts that, and we're excited again for championships. We're very, very clear that our goal here is not to just have a winning program. Our goal here is to win championships. And sometimes you've got to have someone at the helm that's been there before. He's been there. He knows what it takes to get there, and he's going to inevitably bring Edward Waters University football championship. So with that, let's stand on our feet and welcome our new head permanent football coach here at Edward Waters University, Coach Brian Jenkins. Coach Brian Jenkins.
Is it small enough? I got you. It's all right. It'll be all right. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. I know, first press conference, hat too big, right? No. But see if I can adjust this. Let's see. I know this will be a joke from Ms. Smith and Ms. Connors later. trust me? Okay, there it is. All right. First of all, I'm trying to keep from crying because I am a water bag. And my daughter told me, don't you get up there crying. But if I'm crying, it's because it's tears of joy.
Yeah.
I'm truly honored to be in this position. I thank the big God first because he has surely showed me renewedness and reset. And that's something that I'm walking in right now. And I'm so appreciative of it. I'm appreciative of Dr. Faison giving me this opportunity. We've met several times, and the impressive thing is we've talked as brothers and as men. And that's one thing that I've grown to respect him for, his transparency, directness, and just realness. And in those talks, I was able to understand him better. And he's right. We're similar in a lot of ways. We're passionate about any job that we are assigned to. And so I definitely understand him more. And coming out of those talks, I was so thankful that I have the opportunity to be blessed to sit and talk with a gentleman like him and learn. And that's something that's special to me. I'd like to thank Ms. Ashley, who over the last couple of days, we have been back and forth on the phone, fighting. I don't answer my phone, then I get an email, answer your phone. But I tell you what, she has done a phenomenal job getting me to understand the why. The negotiations were never about finances, never, because I'm a team player. I'm a team player. And it was about the why. And that was a big thing. In these negotiations, the thing that impressed me the most is that there was a major thought process from Dr. Faison when it came to my family. And that meant the world to me. It went the world to me. And I'm so appreciative of that. I'm very thankful and grateful for the men that God has sent to me to do this job. I could not do it without any of them. Day in and day out, these men commit to this program, which means they're spending more time with these young men than they're spending with their families. And I will forever be grateful to these men that I work with every day because they give me their all, even when it gets tough. And sometimes I'm difficult because I'm so demanding and I'm passionate about first-class service. I'm passionate about first-class brand. When it comes to us, I'm passionate about first class. And God has sent me a group of men who feel the same. And I am so thankful to each and every one of you all. I want you guys to know that. I'm very thankful to my players. I love them so much. Every day they come and give their all. Rain, sleet, heat, they give their all. And I'm so appreciative to the effort that they give. It's not easy going out there and running up and down the field and coaches are on your back or in your ear and they're just demanding more and more. But these guys have not retreated one bit. They show up every day ready. This program is being elevated truly off of their hard work, their commitment. And I want that to be known. Me and the coaches, we have the easy part. We direct. But these guys are the guys that grind every day. Every day. And I'm just so appreciative. I'm appreciative of the Edward Waters University family. Some I know by name, some I don't. But I do know them by love. When I see them and just hear the words, the inspiring words that they say to me, I know they're part of the family. So moving forward, we're going to continue to do what we've been doing, and that's working to win championships on the field and to be victorious off the field. because I am committed to building this program. These men that I am with, that God has sent me, we are committed. Not only us, the administration is committed. Our president is committed. We as a family, we're committed. We're committed to first-class service. And we owe it to these young men to give our best. And they know I give everything I have to them, day in and day out. And I do it with no regret, because that's what the big God has presented for me to do. And when I told Dr. Faison, I'm not the same man I was 10 years ago. I stand here a man who's made some faults, some wrong decisions, and different things like that. And I expressed that to him openly, not in a boastful way, but in a way of healing and advancing and moving forward. And the biggest difference, and I promised that I wouldn't hide it, the biggest difference is the big God. The big God is working on me and working with me. And I'm so appreciative. And this time around, I'm gonna stay with him. Like my mama always said, and I always tell the players, don't ever give up the faith. Always keep the faith. And we will keep the faith to keep this program going. Once again, I thank you guys. I thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you so very much, Coach Jenkins. Last thing I want to say is I want to also acknowledge, Coach Jenkins acknowledged it, but I want to acknowledge the tremendous work of Miss Ashley Connor, our acting vice president. The other thing I want to say very quickly, we have some of the media that are here. I want to really sound a clarion call to the city of Jacksonville to support the Edward Waters University football program like they never have before. We're the only collegiate football program in this city, and we are producing a winner on the field. And so we need this community. We need our alumni. We need our community, all of our stakeholders to get behind these young men and this program. The institution has invested, but the institution can only do so much. There is much more that our program needs for us to be able to be at the national championship caliber that we desire to be. But we gotta be all in. That's our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni. I need the news media. I need businesses. I need the business community, the civic community. Everyone has got to galvanize behind this program. We are producing a winner that not only Edward Waters can be proud of, but the entire city of Jacksonville and the First Coast should be proud of. We need your support. We need your support. And so again, we are just ecstatic about the future of the Edward Waters University football program, the future of our athletics program in general, and excited for what's to come under the leadership of Coach Brian Jenkins. So thank you all so very much. I do know that there will be an opportunity for Coach Jenkins to have some dialogue with media directly. Thank you all so very much, and go Tigers. That concludes our press conference.
Thank you, Mr. Dunkley. We can go, we'll move this and then the team and the coaching staff.
Noah. take a team photo.
Coaches, hang around. I want to get a photo with y'all.
I probably will have, if I can get in the team. And then I'm